In this mini lecture recording, I want to walk you through how to do your data validation spreadsheets. Just a quick reminder for those of you who are downloading it from Qualtrics, yours should be downloaded. You should create your validation sheet just like we've done with all the questions that were in the first and second row. Make sure you have the numbers of the questions on top for your various questions that you had on your survey. And in the first row, this should be your identification numbers for your participants. So participant 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many you have. So that's how you should lay yours out. If you have data already coming in, go ahead and download it and do the cleanup and turn that one in for your data and validation. On your validation, remember you have the questions and you have the verbiage on the questions, so you can see what questions were asked, and then the key over here with strongly disagree, somewhat not. So you want to make sure you have those so you can go back and forth and remember what numbers to plug in for strongly disagree and disagree when you have to start your cleanup. Now, for those of you who are not using Qualtrics but are handing out your surveys to participants, I'm going to show you what you can do. Let's see, for example, here I'm going to use a PHQ 9 as a questionnaire just to pretend. Each of these questionnaires that you get back from a participant needs to be numbered. So you have to put a number on here, participant 1, participant 2, so that when you are entering them here, you're entering in participant 1, participant 2, and you're going to enter their scores going across. So that if you find there's something a little fishy with the questionnaire, or let's say number 1 answered 7 on something, and there's only 3 different possibilities on the questionnaire, you have, or the 4. Not at all several days, more than half, and not nearly every day. And when they were entering, they entered a number 7 instead. You want to make sure that you can go back to the survey for participant number 1 and go down to the question where they had the wrong answer, and then check and see what the actual question is. Now, if you're using codes, pre-test, post-test codes for participants, you can use that number as your ID number here for your participants so that you know which one matches the other one, pre-test and post-test match. For your questions up here, you're going to use, one answer for all of these. So it will be question number 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. So up here, 1A, 1B, 1C, and Excel should be able to catch that, but we'll see. You can try it. No, it's just going to create a pattern. So we might as well just answer them all A, B, C, 1D. Sometimes when you do 4 of them, it catches the pattern. Let's try. And it's not going to. So just keep on doing the regular way. E, and how many did we have on that one? H, I, all the way down to I, 1, C, D, E, F. 1, H, 1, I. Then you had question number 2, which asks the final question of, if you checked off any problems on this questionnaire so far, how difficult have these problems made it for you to do your work, take care of things at home, or get along with other people? Not at all, somewhat difficult, very difficult, extremely difficult. So you want to make sure that you have those also a little bit separate, because that scoring, not difficult at all and not at all, those are different scoring. So on your validation sheet, you'll have these answers written down, these questions, and you'll have question number 2 written down, and you'll have the coding for each of those. Go ahead and code them, number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then clean up your data that way too. If you have any questions on this, obviously we will cover it when we meet on our one-on-ones, but do your best to try to fill in how your data is going to look and make a validation sheet with your questions and the Q1 through whatever and the actual verbiage of the question, and then show me how you are going to code it in Excel when you enter it. For you that are, again, for those of you who are entering, you don't want to put in here not at all, very little, or whatever. You want to make sure you code them on the sheet, on the questionnaire itself. So go ahead and write on the questionnaire, on your data that you collected, a number for the participants, and then start coding it so that you can, each participant has then a number for each of these entries, that each of these entries for the questions. If you have more than one questionnaire, just keep on going for all the different questions that you have on your survey. Every survey question that you sent out should have a column where you can input the information that you have collected. And that is it for this short little mini lecture. I am also going to post a video on how to download your information from Excel or from Qualtrics so that you can see how to get it from Qualtrics to the spreadsheet. And that will be after this one.